Shalom. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
The Wadi Yahweh Shah for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone, deserve double honors, rightfully so. And shalom to the Aki on pushing the word in sincerity and in truth and being faith-based. Right, we're just going to kick it off.
Learn not the ways of the heathen.
The name of this topic is Learn Not the Way of the Heathens. And this society right now is full with heathens. All right, this is the melting pot of all heathens, cramped up in one big pot, ready to be boiled and ready to be nuked.
I got a precept real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the words which the Lord Yahweh speak of unto you, O house of Israel.
Yeah, O house of Israel. These are the words that the Lord is speaking to you through his men that he set up, the prophets, starting with our apostles and with the elder brothers and the other Akim. And we out here week in and week out telling you these words of this book, the Lord's statute commandments and the judgments that's to come. And the Lord said, warn them of me. And so that's what we're doing. We warn you of Yahweh Shah and what he's going to do to you if you don't get your shit together. Okay, bro.
This is verse 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Learn not the way of the heathens. Because the heathens, they in this society, they do got more than us. They do got more than you Negroes and Spanish and Native American. But what they are not, they're not better than us. Okay? Even in our worst day, we down there collecting hands, we still better. Because what the Lord said, we the apple of his eye. Okay? So, but he's telling you right now to not be dismayed at the things that they have and the things that's in heaven. Okay? Don't be looking at blazing at the stars and trying to worship the sun, moon, and stars. Stay focused on Yahweh Shah. And right now, the Lord's not dealing with the whole nation. He's dealing with the 1/3. The 2/3 is not going to get it anyway. That's why they out there celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these holidays, all these pagan holidays that's coming around. Okay, brother.
Now I'm saying those are the ways of the heathen.
That's right.
You got it.
That's right. And they are the way of the heathen. Because the scripture speaks about not what's that about the tree being fastened?
It's coming
Okay,
up.
go ahead, brother. Read on.
It says, verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain.
The custom of what people? These other people. All right? The custom of these other people is always, you know, when I was younger, it was always something wrong with them Arabs in the store. And I was look at them. And their custom is wrong. Okay, brother.
You know, also their customs is going into these heathenistic festivals. The heathens are other nations.
Yep.
And it says, for the customs of the people are vain. It has no value.
No value.
You know? And part of their customs is worshiping Christmas, Thanksgiving, which passed, it all came on the line.
That's right.
You know?
And worshiping these other gods. Okay? Because what they say Jesus was born on the 25th of Christmas. Whatever madness they were talking. Even being young, even when I was young, I knew there was something wrong with that shit. You know? Wrapping up gifts and trying to hand and following these customs. That's Satan. That's actually it was one thing I learned. I saw it says Santa is Satan. All right.
It says, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of a workman with an axe.
That's right. And you Muslims, and it goes back to that Salafi, brother, because they out there doing the same. They don't know what the hell to do with their own nation, their own religion. The Muslims, the Jewish people, I mean, they all worshiping this Christmas thing. They all got some hand in this thing, and it's all leading to us. They want us to break the laws of Yahweh Shah. That's what it's based on. Okay, brother.
It says they deck it with silver. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
That's right.
Verse 5. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not.
It has no life. It's vain. That tree ain't gonna tell. It ain't gonna give you nothing. It ain't gonna give you no
blessings.
No blessings. That's right. So brother.
It says they must needs to be born, meaning they need to be carried from one place to the next. It says because they cannot go, Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Yeah, they can't do nothing for you. They can't not what Yahweh Shema Shah gonna do to you for you worshiping this. And right now, the most people that's going way off is the ones that got the law. Who's giving the law? You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American. And that's what you ignorantly known as. You was given these laws back when you was known as Benjamin, Judah, Issachar. When you was known that you was given these laws. And then you the one that's going way far off. You worshiping this Christmas more than the one that's put it in your face. And they watching you laughing at you. Saying we got them when we need them at. And the scripture speaks about that in Lamentation. Right? It speaks about how they clap and hip that the daughter of Zion is down. We way down. Go ahead, brother.
That was it.
I got some.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 50 and 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction.
Seeing thou hatest instruction. All right? What you being instruction? What instruction you being taught to follow? How to be a loyal servant to Yahweh Shema Shah. Go ahead, brother.
And cast my words behind thee.
Yep, go ahead.
And that was it. Okay, what?
Yeah, we know.
Verse 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers.
The same thing. That goes. You partaker of this madness, this holiday, and this is the day right now when all this lots of, people put up these trees in their house. What happens to their house? It gets burnt down. Cause that fire demon jumps out on you. It jumps right out at you, and your whole house, your whole family cooked, gone. Because you read that last part again, that second part, the second verse.
Psalms 15 and 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him.
Yeah, you conspired against the thief. Who's the thief? Esau. You with him. You with him on all his mayhem. You 2/3. You're down with the criminal, the number one criminal. You following his ways. You doing worse than him. And this is what he would. That was real important.
And has been partaker with adulterers.
That's right. All right, and what you been doing? Adultery is found is not being with the Lord. You get with some other man. And the scripture speaks about that too. By not you found your true husband, which is Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, brother, that was it, right?
Yeah, I got a precept to go with that. It says this is referring to going back to the custom of the heathen and the things that they do is vain. It says this is Isaiah chapter 40 verse 17. All nations before him, before Yahweh, are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
So like these other nations is nothing to Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, it speaks about that in Second Ezra too. How they spittle. Is that it's the same one? That's what it is.
No, let's move on. It says verse 18. To whom then will ye liken the Most High, or what likeness will you compare unto him?
You can't compare nothing to him. You can't compare nothing to Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, there is no power like him. Our power created everything, and that's what's been taken out of your mind. The time of Exodus coming out, and the Lord, he made you not see and understand.
When I say something real quick, my thing is, what does a Christmas tree have anything to do with so-called Christ's birthday, man? Because Yahweh Shah was born in the early March in April. Late March, early April. That's when he was born. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't tell you that he was born on December 25th. That's Nimrod's birthday, going back to Semiramis and Tammuz. That's what that goes back to. That's a Babylonian custom that goes back into the ancient world, man. You know? And that custom is still, that vain custom is still being carried out in worship to this day, man. And we in what? So-called 2019 going into 2020. It's a little more. It says, so whom, this is back in Isaiah chapter 40 verse 18. To whom then will ye liken the Most High, or what likeness will you compare unto him?
You can't compare nothing to our power. There's absolutely nothing out here. There's no God beside our power. Every other god out here is just statue.
It's idol.
It's like
Right.
idol
That's what I'm
wood.
saying.
Brother.
It says, verse 19, Isaiah 40 and 19. The workman melteth a graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and casteth silver chains. He that is sowing, verse 20, he that is sowing provish, that he have no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to repair a graven image that shall not be moved. And what's that graven image that shall not be moved? That's you see today, back in the ancient where they fasten it with nails, the tree. They keep it in place, but now they got a tree holder to keep the tree in place where the tree won't fall to the left or fall to the right or fall forward, or fall backwards, because it's a dumb idol. It's vain,
It's not gonna do nothing.
you got it,
It's
bro.
not gonna do nothing for you. It's not gonna bring you no blessings, like the other brother said. It's not gonna give you nothing.
It's gonna put curses
It's
on
gonna
you.
put curses on you. And like I said, it's going. If you got a real tree in the house and you put all that stuff on it, them electricities, something liable to get burnt or light a fire. And what's gonna happen? Not only the tree gonna go down, your house, your furniture, and your baby, and you. Cause you're gonna be way upstairs thinking Santa's in the house. No, Santa ain't putting no trees on, no Christmas, no present on the tree. Your house is on fire. The gift of death is coming for you. And that's that right now. I'm sure by tomorrow you're gonna hear about how many dead people is out here in their houses. It always happens
It never
every year.
fails. It never fails. No, that's cool. It never fails, does it?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It's an inanimate object, man. King Solomon spoke about this in the 14th chapter in the Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, how in depth it is about how foolish it is to worship idols, how foolish it is to worship inanimate objects. Here it is, you're a man, you're a living man, but you're creating a effigy, all right, to replicate a God, and it can't speak, it can't hear, it can't do anything, but yet you bow down to this thing like it's a power, and you created it. You created it.
He said he bowed down to something more corrupt than himself.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah,
they
that's
said,
right. Yeah,
boy,
King Solomon went in, man. King Solomon went in on you dumbass idiots, man. But that's what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, son, brother. You have more?
No, that's it.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Yahushua.
That's right. And Salaka, brother. That's what we found of our apostles. And it makes logical sense what we are part of. Because growing up in this society, we learned that we ain't gained nothing. And you know what? From being around our family, I think this is the best thing we have done. Or I know for me, and I know for these brothers too, this is the best time of my life for coming out of this mayhem, this madness. Because I've been down here for 3 days in the damn Bronx, which is where I'm from, and I seen everybody I know, and they don't look good. And they look at me like, oh man, you still looking good. But go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you.
That's right, and we keeping the ordinance. The Lord, the Habashim Shai had delivered to our apostles, and it was delivered to us, and for us to carry the baton of righteousness. Because this is a righteous thing. That's why these words hurt more than us being a drug dealer. If being a drug, that don't really hurt. That don't hurt them. That hurt us. And then what that do? That they put us in jail. Or they make us look like we the bad guys. These words of truth hurts them. So what they want to do now is all talking right now, right? That's what we're doing. But soon they're gonna get so mad they're gonna want to lay hands on us.
You got more?
No, that's it.
I got a precept.
Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 6. Again, the Most High is asking a question. This is Isaiah the 46th chapter, the 6th verse. No, actually, I'm going to the 5th verse. To whom will ye liken me, and make me equal, and compare me, that we may like it? This is verse 6. They lavish gold out of the bag, and weigh silver in the balance, and hire a goldsmith, and he maketh it a god. They fall down, yea, they worship.
They bow to this madness. And what's that thing they bow to when they put the money under them? When they give them money, it's a woman or something? or it's like a statue or something. That's not Santeria. That Santeria is voodoo, right?
Well,
No. The Spanish people does that.
Guadalupe.
Yeah. You give Guadalupe money and that bitch still sitting there. She ain't spending none of that. I know when you give it to a real chick, she goes to the jewelry store or something. She gonna spend the money. But if Guadalupe is still sitting there, that's another idol.
That's a Cuban god of the ocean.
Yeah. We know one time.
It says, it's a little more.
Yeah.
It says, they lavish gold out of the bag and weigh silver in the balance and hire a goldsmith, and he maketh it a god.
Yeah.
They fall down, yea, they worship.
Yeah.
Verse 7, they bear him upon their shoulders and they carry him and set him in his place.
And he ain't doing nothing for you, man. He ain't doing nothing for you. He's just there. Whatever it's a man, woman, they got the 7 arms. It's all your nation. You know, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you got true power. There's nothing like your power. There's no one on the earth, no God that's gonna create the heavens and earth but Yahweh Shemel Shah. And that's what we have learned. And these brothers can contest to that. That was a cleansing agent. Learning that. That's the foundation. And when we learn that, everything we go through now, we know why.
And if you look at all the Latin tribes during the time of Easter, when they have their festivals going, they carrying Cesare Borgia or the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus, or they carrying some idol, and they have all kind of they throwing all kind of blessings toward me, meaning they giving it money, they got all kind of they putting shit on top of that shrine, they doing all kind of things, and they walking with they bearing it on their shoulders in the streets, man. Mm-hmm. And that's you can particularly see that incident during the time of Easter.
Yeah.
They be doing that, and especially in this neighborhood down Boston Road, they be crowds, the whole street is blocked off, and I seen this little fat round Mexican lady, man.
They all little fat round.
She was carrying an idol that was bigger than her, and the shit almost fell. But guess what? She risked hurting herself to save that idol. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn. When I saw that, man, I was like, wow, Jake is destroyed, man. First truth that came to my mind was Hosea 4. You got it?
I got a scripture. I don't got that. So I got this. This is Baruch chapter 6. Right? Baruch chapter 6, verse 16, and I'm going to jump down. Baruch 6 and 16, whereby they are not known not to be gods, therefore fear them not. Verse 19, they light them with candles, yea, more than for themselves, whereof they cannot see one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the Christmas tree with the lights and the tinsels.
Yep.
Right? Verse 26.
Trimmings.
The trimmings. Verse 26. They are borne upon shoulders, having no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth.
And look what happened to the woman, the little fat Mexican woman. She almost died, kind of saved the statue. The statue is not alive. You alive. The life that's in you, the Lord put in you. The life is nothing in that God. It's nothing in that idol. That false God.
That's like in Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, goes into she's carrying something, and she's worth more than a rotten idol she's carrying, man. But yet she's considered as being a god at risk hurting herself, man. When I saw that, man, the first scripture that came to my mind was Isaiah. I'm saying was Hosea the 4 and 6, man.
Oh, get that one first.
Yep. One more verse. Verse 27. They also that serve them are ashamed, or if they fall to the ground at any time, they cannot rise up again of themselves. Neither, if one set them upright, can they move of themselves. Neither, if they be bowed down, can they make themselves straight. But they set gifts before them as unto dead men.
That's that Guadalupe too, right? That's the only.
Well, that's born into Christmas, man.
Yeah, that's the tree.
Yeah,
that's the tree, man. They putting gifts under the tree,
yeah.
And that's all heathenistic. That's all heathenistic customs, man.
Yeah, that's all the idols,
and that's all demonic, man. Yeah. That goes back to worshiping of a deity that goes back to worshiping actually Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz, man. Yeah. It actually go back to them worshiping a man that was made a god, man. Yeah. And which he ain't no god, man. You know?
That's right.
It's a connection to that, man. And it's called the Babylonian connection, you know?
Right.
Brothers did separate videos on this pagan festival, man.
Yeah.
You know, going deep into some went deeper than others, going to deep into well into the customs of this vain day that they call Christmas, man. Show me Christmas in the scriptures, but I can show you Christmas being condemned in the scriptures, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing it out now. It's the different precepts, man, that's condemning this pagan festival that you people wholeheartedly worship and look forward to, man.
Because wasn't it one time that they banned Christmas in America?
Yeah,
And
until
then-
like 1837 or something like that.
Ulysses S. Grant, if I'm not mistaken, was the president that legalized, that made Christmas a national holiday, and that was in like 1860 or 1870 something. You can look, brothers can look it up, but I'm quite sure it was the president Ulysses S. Grant, because he was a general in the Union Army before he became president. So he was the one. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the one that made Christmas a national holiday, man. Because like the priest said, it was banned prior to Ulysses S. Grant making Christmas a national holiday, man. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was made. What it says, Christmas was not proclaimed a holiday by the United States Congress until 1870.
1870. But by who? Tell them by who?
Because they knew it was a pagan holiday.
That was right after the Civil War. Because the Civil War ended in like 1865, somewhere around 1868. You know?
It just keeps saying, I'm trying to find somewhere. It's just saying like Congress.
Ulysses S. Grant was the president that he signed the papers on it for it to be declared a national holiday. If I'm not mistaken, it could be another president, but I think it's Ulysses S. Grant, man. But it's not important, man. The thing is that it was established as a national holiday in 1870.
Because they was pushing it. That's why they was pushing their demonic witchcraft and all that Satanism around.
Yeah, it was right. It says in 1870, Christmas became an official federal holiday when President Ulysses S. Grant made it so in an attempt to unite the North and the South.
It could.
So they can make some happy family.
Hey, that goes to stand, but I was showing you, not to go to the topic, but after the Civil War, it was not called the United States of America no more because the United States was deeply divided. In 1878, it became corporate America. It was no longer the United States. They was calling it United States of America, but the people was calling it corporate America because it became a corporation because it wasn't united. It was no longer united, and to this day, America is not united anymore. So and that was an attempt to bring America to reunite America with the North and the South, like the priest has said, man. Right. That's back on the topic, Slocky, bro. That's one of the.
That's useful information, bro.
But now this is 2019 going to 2020, and y'all divided again. So all that trying to do that then is back to, that's how you know the Lord is involved in this. He brings you to a point that he's gonna bring you down. And that's what we're leading up to, the downfall of America, which is Babylon. The new Babylon, the old Babylon is gone, but this Babylon, America, is going to be gone with fire.
We got something.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Ezekiel chapter 8. Ezekiel 8, right? Verse 12, it says, Then he said unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark? Every man in the chambers of his imagery?
There you go.
For they say, The Lord seeth us not. The Lord hath forsaken the earth. He said unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. That he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz.
And they do that now. There's witches around here. You Negroes, Hispanics, and there's a lot of demonic whores around here, worshiping Satan, doing that. What they do? They channel it. They be out there. They be hiding places, worshiping. Trying to bring back the dead, doing with the Ouija boards. Talk together, brother.
If I could add too, there's been this whole thing in 2019 coming out, like when they started the whole Me Too movement with women, and then this whole black girl magic nonsense. It's like a whole theme. Yeah, black girl magic, black woman magic, and that's just that in itself is just another demonic vibration that the black woman is pushing out there, you know.
Yeah, and this all goes back into the origins of what is known as Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going back to Semiramis and Tammuz, man. Nimrod.
It's gonna go into it.
All right.
It's gonna go into what you keep reading further down.
Go on. Verse 15. Then said he unto me, because that's what Tammuz is. You know that baby Jesus that they call it. That's Tammuz, man. All right, that they call in the Catholic Church. You know, you got the the icons. You know, with the black woman and the black child. That's Semiramis and Tammuz, man. Okay? It says, then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they worship the sun.
Those are the sun worshippers, man. Slack it real quick. Those were sun worshippers, man. And they was worshiping the sun, and they was doing this in secret. Because those was the men, those were the leaders of, that was doing things, worshiping the Most High outright, supposedly worshiping the Most High outright to the people, but behind closed doors, secretly, they was in the woods, behind, in them groves, worshiping the sun, man. And not only were they worshiping the sun, but they had their women knitting, cakes and baking cakes and weeping and wailing and worshiping Tammuz, man. And that goes back to this Babylonian connection.
Oh wow.
So
You say that.
You can finish, bro. You can finish, brother.
That makes sense.
Yeah, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations what they commit here?
And they still commit them same abominations, but they're not outright. They're not using the same customs that was done in the ancient world, but they still following. There's a connection to that. They still following. They still putting the tree up. They still bake their cakes and they still saying they little hums, and they still change gifts and put shit under the tree for them. It's the same thing, but back then, they wasn't putting silver. They was putting actually gold and silver on there, man, and melting it down, man. That's what they was doing. But now they put gold and silver trimmings on it because it's bullshit. They put it up there to make it look like it's to make it symbolic to what they was worshiping in the ancient world, man.
Someone put live fire candles in there, and that shit gonna burn.
That's why it says in Isaiah, the 20th chapter. The 40th chapter, 20th verse, they were so impoverished that they, roughly paraphrase it. They were somebody get that real quick real quick. Isaiah 40 and 20, real quick, Bible Kashah. And then we go back. So
this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 20. He that is so impoverished that he had no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot.
And that's because when Nimrod died, right? Semiramis, who was his wife, also his mother, she chose the evergreen tree because it stays green year round, and it doesn't, it doesn't rot, man. So even if you cut it from its roots, it's still going to remain green. Yeah. So that's why, and they said that Nimrod's life was in that tree, and you ought to worship this tree. This madness, man. You believe in that madness, man. That's madness. That the man's spirit jumped into the tree, and you ought to bow down and worship this tree, in the form of my son. And his other name, they also called him Tammuz. And his mother / wife was Semiramis. Sure that they were bugged out because he was having sex with his moms. He was popping his own mother. What type of wicked shit is that? But hey, that's the ways and the custom of the heathen. In which, see, they wasn't, yeah, bro, you got it, bro. That's it. That's when I get that point out. You got it, bro. You got it, man. Whoever's reading, you got it, man.
Ezekiel 8, right? Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that day commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. That was another custom of the heathens. Therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And that reminds me of the 9th chapter, and the 4th verse.
Ezekiel 9 and 4.
All right, go ye throughout the midst of Jerusalem,
Yep.
and set a mark upon the men,
That's
upon the heads of the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst. All right. See, the majority of Jake is not sighing and crying, man. They're indulging and they're following and going along. All right, with the wicked festivities and the wicked rudiments of this world.
They're in the time of mirth.
They're in the time of mirth, man. So this is why the Lord is saying what He's saying. He's saying He's going to bring upon you. He's going to bring upon you what? Fury, and His eyes shall not spare, neither will He have pity. And though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
Real quick, can I say this real quick before they said that? He said also, it says, for they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. How do they fill the land with violence? Because they also was sacrificing their children to Molech. They also was doing all kind of worshiping devils and having their children pass through the fire. So that had filled the land with violence, man. The violence of putting their children through the fire and shedding blood, man. So that provoked the Most High to anger. And you can finish reading, bro. That's what
That was it. That was the end of it.
that's a custom of Moab, right? I mean, Moab, right?
No, that's a custom.
Nah, Canaan.
The Canaan, the Hamites, man. They adapted that from the Canaanites.
Canaan, Baal.
Yeah,
Baal.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But then it's called Molech, the Hamites. I'm saying the Moabites.
Yeah, but that's what they were doing. They taking their kids, and that's what. And we go back to the '80s, the late '80s, early '80s, between, and that's what a lot of Jake women was doing out here in Brooklyn and the Bronx.
They still doing it to this day.
Putting their babies in the oven. Putting their babies in the oven.
Oh, you talking no? But that's true. They was doing that. But another form, the biggest form of sacrificing their children to Molech is the abortions, man. Through Planned Parenthood, man.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate way how they sacrifice their kids to Molech. You know how many children has been put to death since they legalized abortion in the 70s? I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
talking
more
about,
murder rate about
Israelite children from Judah on down to Issachar. Cause that's a choice that the women have, man. A man and that man, if he want to keep that child, if she don't want that child, she's going to abort it. He have nothing to do with it. He have no say so into that matter.
That's happened to me. Yeah.
You know, and that's how it is. But guess what? If she want to keep the baby, and the man, the father, don't want no dealings with her, and don't want no children, she keep the baby and trap him.
Child support.
And then when he go about his business, he deemed the deadbeat. He's deemed this, he's deemed that, and she get child support. And he's being afflicted for 18 years, or until that child, up until age 20, if that child go into these colleges and further become a demon, you know. So it's crazy, man.
All right, reach up.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof had graven it?
What profit is it? Nothing. You know, I'm telling you, this society, you're going to realize, because today's the Sabbath too. Correct, right, Elder?
Yep,
Right? Today's the Sabbath. And you out here lighting fires and doing all this madness, worshiping and doing all this cooking. And the Lord said, you're not worshiping Him. So, for all this, He's going to get you for this, man. His vengeance is going to be upon you. Yeah, brother.
It says the molten image and a teacher of lies.
Yep.
That the maker of his work trusteth therein to make them idols.
Yeah, them dumb. You trust in the wrong power. That power you trust in can't even say good night to you. The power that made you, that gave you the heaven, that made the heavens and earth, he's the one that's going to destroy you and your idol.
Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise.
Dumb stone, arise. There's no power beside our power. Yeah,
They shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver.
Wow.
And there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
It can't. It's not going. It's no lie. It's not a lie. That was it, brother.
That was it.
Yeah, bring out that verse.
This is Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, so thou hast not known me.
Yeah. You know, the Yahweh Shema Shai is calling you by your name, by having us out there in the highways and the byways, putting that plaque up. But you didn't know who your Lord. We reintroducing you to your Lord. But what you doing? You're not listening.
Yeah, they slapping their hand in the Most High way.
Yep.
Like the Lord said in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, man. Stretched out his hand, and they would have none of me, man.
That's right.
Reprove them. All right, and yet they don't want the reproof, man.
I'm sorry. And that's love. That's true love right there.
Yeah.
That's true love. Ain't nobody else loving you like what we doing. Is showing you that there's a way out of this madness we in. Cause we want out too. We still gotta be amongst you idiots. I'm sorry. You have more, brother? You have more to say? Yeah, we don't.
If I could add real quick to add on what the elder is saying, when the Most High stretched out his hand to try to help Israel and he smacked his hand away, to show you just how wicked two-thirds of our people are. They only want to call on the Most High's name the wrong way at that when they feel like they need some help. Like when some shit really about to happen to them, that's when it's, oh Lord, help me, I'm sorry. No, man, by then it's too late. When the Most High kept trying to help you, what you do? You gave him the middle finger, man. Right. So when you call now on the Lord, the wrong name at that, the Most High gonna give you the middle finger back and not help you, and you're gonna perish. You're just gonna be, stuck in whatever situation the Most High puts you in, man.
And he's gonna laugh at you.
This is back in Isaiah 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me.
There's no power beside him. Alright? So all this building this tree up and decking these trees up and making this wood and putting gold over it, it's still, we went through that when we came out of Egypt. We tried that. And then what happened? The Lord left us in there for 40 years, and then he got us back after he raised up Joshua and it was Caleb. No, Caleb, right? Yeah. So the Lord this time around, he's gonna get 2/3 of our people. He's gonna put you to death, and the only way to come back is through the loins of the righteous man he raised up. All right. There's no power beside him. And I want to emphasize no power, because y'all, these things that you making ain't gonna get you out of what is to come. This race wars, concentration camps, this famine that's to come, and it's not gonna feed you. You put all that food under there, and it's rotten. Now, you ain't even gonna eat it, because he just standing there still. Like, what I'm gonna do? That's the look at that statue is giving. What I'm gonna do with this? Well, the Lord is gonna tell you who gonna feed you in this hour of chaos that's coming, and it's gonna come, and it's gonna hit hard. More?
Yeah, I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 6, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
There's no one else beside the Lord. And these scriptures clarifies that. So all the things that we have been through in our life and up to now, we found the way. The way has been shown to us. So this is why we are proclaiming what we're claiming. And it's the truth. And you know how it's the truth? Because they want to shut us up. That's a serious indication of being. You want to shut down video. If it's not the truth, why bother us? That's how that makes the Lord's enemy, our enemy, wrong. Okay, but that was it, brother.
Verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
Form the light and create darkness. He put the sun and the moon out there. And with his angels, he uses angels. He used power. Allahayim's. All right? He put the case of point, our king and the angels made all these things. And Abu Rasa, we those men that was with him. Okay, brother.
And create evil, no slaki, and make peace. No, it says, back in Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
That's right. He made peace. He's given us peace of mind. He gave us peace. This is comforting. These scriptures just comfort us. We know we are assured. This is a sure thing, man. And he's told us about the evil he's bringing. And that's what's happening. That's what the scriptures telling us. That evil is bad times. All right? And again, read that part again.
Back in Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
Yahweh Shem Al Shah does these things. And he gave all rulership to his son. The one that his enemies put his enemy put on the cross, and the one and the ones that was spitting on him, mocking him, and now he's back. He come back and crack the sky. You're gonna know it's him, cause you people gonna have heart attacks. You're gonna shit on yourself, and you're gonna remember everything you've done to the king and his servants. Cause most important, he put his prophets there, and you killed the prophets.
Yeah, which bore witness of the light. All right, and that's what we doing. Just like the Most High set up apostle or the high priest. All right, John the Baptist in the ancient world. Yeah. All right, same thing. He bore witness of the light, and the light is Yahushua, man. The light is Yahushua on the right hand side. The darkness is, Esau, Edom on the left hand side, man. In the grand scheme of things, when you understand what the scriptures is talking about. You see, they all work for the. It's all in the synergy of the Most High's plan, man. All right. One thing, like a saying goes, one hand washes the other. All right, and vice versa, man. It's all under control of the will of the Most High, man. Deceiver and deceived are His, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And one more thing, if I may say, and that proved that with the Pharaoh. He put those thoughts in the Pharaoh's mind to hold back Israel.
Yeah, the scriptures say he hardened Pharaoh's heart.
Yeah, that's right.
For the purpose that his power might be known.
Huh?
And that's exactly what is going to happen with Esau, Edom in this time.
That's right.
The power of the Most High is going to be known because Esau, Edom is the enemy of the Most High. And therefore, he's going to get checkmated, man.
That's right.
Most High going to checkmate your double bitch ass, man. Bitch ass E. You're going to get checkmated by the Most High, man. All right? You're putting out this thing, this fake sign that I doubt that any of the true sincere brothers out there that's doing the work and that have the wisdom and understanding talking about this sign, man. All right? Talking about it's anti-Semitic. The name Yahushua is anti-Semitic. Come on, devil. Come on, devil.
That's all mind games, man. You gotta understand words, man. And you got Moab that's Shemitic, and it's not Semitic, it's Shemitic.
Exactly.
So you people have not a clue, man. You don't understand words. And Esau, they misspell words. That's to confuse you, man.
That's right. That's right.
Because it's not Semitic, it's Shemitic. S-H-E-M. It's not going into Semitic. How Esau pronounces it, that's bullshit. Because Moabites are Semitic. So what? Chinese, Arabs,
Elam,
Eastern Indians. They all come from Shem. So I mean, to understand this and to understand this state of ours and to see all the trickery and the fuckery that Esau is pushing. It vexes your spirit because you know that this is all lies and deception just to fool the simple.
Yep.
Because the simple, and it's talking about fooling the simple, not only is fooling the simple mind of the 2/3 of you Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans, but also it's also fooling the simple mind of all the rest of the nation that's dwelling in America, man. Just put that, it's called gradualism, to gradually turn the public against the Hebrew Israelites. Because we've been out there for years pushing this word. This word been on the internet for years, since 2007. But before that, the word was still going out because prior to that, you had the apostles that they were still in the streets, man. Going back to the 80s and the 70s, the 60s, going back to Abba Bivens, this word was going out, man. So, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. But we know this is the Most High's work because the Most High's working both sides of the spectrum. He's putting the spirit on Esau to do what he do. And he's also put the spirit on the prophets and the apostles do what we do.
Can I bring out one scripture?
You got it, bro. You got it.
And it's Matthew chapter 10, verse 20. And ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Hey,
But-
that's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing because, look, man, the Most High said, love not the world. So what's the opposite of love? The hate. As the Lord said in Amos, hate the evil, love the good. Is not this world evil, man? How the hell are you going to love this world when it's evil and wicked as hell, man? See? Is not Yahushua good? Exactly. So how you gonna love the Lord but love the world at the same time?
It's impossible.
It's impossible, bro. The Lord said you can't love the Most High and mammon. And this is what the world is about mammon. Look, man, if you got $1 billion, all right, you are living great. You have all your hearts can wish in this world. All right, you don't want to lose that wealth. You want to hold on to that because you're secure, you're comfortable. You see? See, that's what mammon, that's what this world is about. It's about mammon. All right, mammon is physical, tangible riches. All right, well, according dealing with America and the other different superpowers that have the ability to have great riches. All right, they don't gotta worry about their next meal. They ain't gotta worry about none. They're set for life. All right, and this is where Esau Edom. This is where Esau Edom is blessed. He's the god of mammon, man. All right. Whereas the Most High and His Son is the God of eternal life and righteousness, and everything belongs unto Him anyway. The Lord said, "The earth and everything that's in it is mine." The scriptures say that. The Lord said, "Everything, the earth and everything, the gold, the silver is mine. Everything is mine." See, and the Most High gave it into the hand of the wicked for a time, man. And He's going to snatch it from them, and they're gonna vomit everything up. Go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
Which is what? Which is being spiritual versus being carnal, man. All right, because the spirit overtakes the flesh.
Right.
All right, the Most High is about the spirit, as Yahushua said in John 4. The Most High is the Spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth, man. All right? Read that again.
2 Corinthians 4:18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
Yeah, the things that are seen. You can see your so-called money, because it's so-called money. It's not real money. All right? It's damn paper FRN fiat currency, man. All right? That's set up by the wicked powers that be, man.
It's soon to be digital.
Soon to be digital, like the brother said. That's right, man. All right, all of them FRN notes, them paper dollars, man, that you got. All right, yeah. While it's still going and it's still in effect, everything's cool. But when it's not, that's when shit's gonna get crazy, man. All right. So that's things that are seen, man. Okay, go ahead.
For the things which are seen are temporal.
Temporal.
Go ahead.
But the things which are not seen are eternal.
The things that are not seen are eternal, man. And what's not seen? All right? The Most High and His Son. And the Most High and His Son are in control of everything. All right? The Most High and His Son is only dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel. All right? In righteousness. Okay? See? So we're not looking for, we don't give a damn about your damn Christmas. We condemn your damn Christmas. We condemn your crappy folly days. All right? We condemn all your so-called, high esteem, all right, ways of this world. We condemn this in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai.
I got a precept I got real quick when it's done.
Yeah, you're good.
You finished, bro?
You finished it out.
When
Okay.
you finished?
That was it.
You got
That was it? Go
Hey,
ahead.
bro, right now, Esau, the so-called white man, he's behind the scenes and he's passing laws. He extended, we bring this out a lot, he extended the Patriot Act for 3 months.
Wow.
Why would he do that? Now, the end of the Patriot Act is coming in February. Now what they doing, they demonizing Hebrew Israelites, man. And all this started coming about this
Don't forget
month.
the black. Don't forget the word
They're
black.
calling us the word black Hebrew Israelites, and we are not. That's why they mention because we are not black. Black. They putting that stigma on us because black means void of light and negative, man. You see, Esau like to fuck with words, and for the average person that don't know any better, the etymology don't come into their mind, which is the true meaning of the word, the root of the word, man. They go on to that newspeak what Esau put out there. So this is what's going on. Esau is demonizing the so-called black Hebrew Israelites. They extended the Patriot Act. what they did was they passed anti-Semitic laws. I'm going to say, in their term, Semitic laws, hate speech. All this is directed towards the Hebrew Israelites out there on the highways and the byways pushing the word. So that means that, so what that's telling you, that persecution is coming. Ezekiel, the 20th, the 21st chapter, the 9th verse on down. While you people in the spirit of mirth, Esau is going to show his horns. Esau, being the so-called white man, is going to show his horns. Somebody get that real quick. Ezekiel, the 21st chapter, the 9th verse. On down real quick, because that's a major thing that's happening now. And people are oblivious to what's going on because they are oblivious to what's going on because they too busy worshiping this pagan Babylonian festival that they call Christmas, man. And then right around next week, they prepare themselves for another Babylonian festival going into New Year's, man.
And another, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got this.
And another thing, they spend all their damn money. You ain't got no money. Did it stop flowing?
It was buffering on this side. Go ahead, keep.
And then it stop all your money. You ain't got no money. And then you gotta start see all these boxes. Your kids gonna go out of them damn toys you bought them. And then I bet you one right in somebody's house right now they're getting drunk and there's a fight breaking out. Somebody getting hurt, somebody getting their head bashed in. Somebody's dying right now. These things happen on these wicked holidays. Because the news is there to broadcast it. Yeah, brother.
If I could comment real quick, they even say around the holiday seasons is one of the high times for suicidal, because they don't pump it in the society that if you're not being part of this world, having family time, indulging all these madness, you got some people who I guess don't partake in that because their mind is so wrapped up around that madness that Esau done pushed out there. They're like, damn, I'm gonna nobody spend Christmas with. Damn, I'm myself for New Year's. Oh my gosh, and they just commit suicide, man.
You want to go back to Ezekiel, the 24th chapter? Yeah. Because that's pertinent what's going on right now, man. Because these people in that time of mirth, man. We can get that real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
And that sword that's being sharpened and furbished is Esau, the so-called white man, doing these mock military drills, they are practicing in the mountains, you know what I'm saying, for the day of martial law. But you people are oblivious to that. That's why they got J-Helm 15, 16, and 17, man. Whereas they doing mock military drills. They just about in October, or even November before Thanksgiving, they invaded some guy crib in Queens, and that was with one of their new military vehicles, because he had some guns, right? They turned it to be all legal. So these things are not being broadcast on the TV, but Esau, was the sword of the Most High, pursuant to Psalm the 17th chapter, the 13th verse. Psalm 17 to 13, when King David told the Most High, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. Esau was given the blessing of the sword through our forefather Isaac, which is Yahweh Shah, man. You can receive that, man.
That's true.
So therefore, Esau, the so-called white man, he's going to bring that sword, and that's what Ezekiel was talking about, man. So bring it out again, Babu Kashan.
Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened.
And that sword that's being sharpened is the mock military drills by the UN, by the Interpol, by the National Guard, and any other sect out there, any other branch of the military. They're doing these mock military drills, man. That's the sword of the Lord, man. Because Esau was given the blessing of the sword, yeah, bro.
And also furbished, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
It is sharpened to make a slaughter. Now Esau is sharpening them swords, man, to make that sore slaughter. And what's that sore slaughter, man? Esau is working. Esau, being the so-called white man, is working on the left-hand side because the Most High is putting the spirit on him to do that, man. Esau is the Most High's whooping stick, but on the left-hand side, and he's doing his work, man. And he's about to bring forth his work. Right now, while you people are in the midst of celebrating these pagan festivals, man, and Esau love to do things in the dark, man, at night. And I guarantee you, just like Barack Obama signed the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, 2012, when the ball dropped, man, we was doing the New Year's Eve destruction. Brothers that was here is in his room, and we was like, wow, man. And everybody was totally oblivious of what was going on, man. But guess what? They do that year in year after year, and time after time, man. And they're going to pass more laws. That's why I did this impeachment trial and this impeachment hearing. They extended the Patriot Act, and you have no clue. And they didn't put it on the news. They ain't publicized that on the news because it's not for the people to know. Read, bro.
It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
And that Patriot Act, which is another sword of the Most High, another sword of Esau, has been sharpened, extended for 3 months, and it's gonna make a sore slaughter. Because within that Patriot Act, man, it's all kind of laws, man. And then right behind that, they passed other laws, man. Anti-Semitism laws, man. What else? Hate speech, man. Anti-hate speech, man. All for the protection of them Khazars, man. But you people have not a clue because you're getting the narrative, the false narratives from off the Channel 7 and all them people on them news outlets, man, all them nigger women and all them jakes that's on these news outlets, man, that's pushing that hate, man. That's pushing that propaganda that Esau have them pushing, man. Yeah. Hey, when everything is all said and done, you're going to get put to death, man.
It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Hey, man, that sword is glittering right now, man. And what's that sword? The Patriot Act. These laws and these executive orders that Donald Trump is passing, that's making that sword glitter even more, man. Should we then make mirth? And what's the part of the mirth? Today is Christmas, man. People exchanging gifts, getting drunk, celebrating, fucking, sucking, doing what they do, man. Not to be vulgar, not to be, you know what I'm saying, using crazy language, man, but it is what it is, man.
On the Sabbath.
And on the Sabbath, man. These are the things that's taking place right now, man. As we speak, people are out there doing what they do, man. But they don't know any better watch. They're part of the 2/3, man. So they worshiping this deity and they making mirth. And we're not in a time of mirth. We're in a time of war, man. We're in a time of war, man. We in the time of mourning is coming, but we're in a time of war, man. Because look what's going down, man. Esau is sharpening the sword and they making ready for the battle, man.
That's right.
And what we doing, we crying out to y'all, telling y'all, man. We warning y'all, because we on the towers, we warning y'all, man. What's coming down the pipe? Listen, this is what Esau is doing, man. Look what he's doing. Can you see? But y'all don't see anything. Why? Because it's being done in the dark, undercover, under the disguise of these pagan festivals. Under the disguise, under how can I say it? Under the bridge, and over the bridge is these pagan festivals that's being pushed. But under the bridge, it's all kind of wicked laws being passed, all kind of preparations for martial law, all kind of preparations for bringing the sword upon you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, which is Revelation 12:12, Jeremiah 30:7, which is Jacob's trouble. Read, bro, finish reading.
It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Who's the slayer? The sword that has been given to Esau is a nuclear technology, whether it's hypersonic nuclear missiles, supersonic nuclear missiles, but this technology and that sword was given to the hands of the slayer. And guess what? He's going to use that sword until he can't swing it no more. Just like Cristobal Colon said, he didn't set his sword down for what? For 10 minutes. Because he was shedding all kind of blood, man. Because why? Esau was given the blessing of the sword, man. So look forward to all kind of death and destruction. And this scripture has become one of my favorite scriptures. Ezekiel the 21st chapter, the 9th verse, all down to the 12th verse. You got more?
That was it.
That was because guess what, man? The time is at hand, man. Right when you people are making mirth and having a good time and celebrating and this and everything is hunky dory, man. The Most High's about to bring down the hammer on the left hand side, which is his sword, which is his whipping stick, which is Esau. That's what I have to say, bro.
All right, appreciate it for you, brother.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right, this is I want to go back to the other one we was reading, if it's possible. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great.
Alas.
At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
So it says so that none is like it. So it's surpassing 70 AD. It's surpassing before 70 AD during the time of the Hellenization of the Israelites, man. During the time of Antiochus or Antiochus IV. It's even a time. Read it again, Babu Kashab. Because this is right here. If you really visualize what we're saying, it's even it's going to be a time none like it. So it's surpassing Antiochus and the Hellenization of the Jews, of the Israelites. Also, it's surpassing the time of 70 AD, which really goes to 65 AD up until 69 AD up until Salakim of Dawada, up until 70 AD? During the time of the Flavian dynasty, man. Yo, this is gonna be horrific. Read it again, Babu Kashar.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
This is gonna be a great day of slaughter. The great day of the Lord, so that is none like it.
That's right. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Now, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which represent the 12 tribes of Israel, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right. If I may say, brother.
Okay.
It says it's even a time of Jacob's trouble. The only one, Jacob ain't gonna be the only one in trouble. The whole earth is gonna be going crazy. It's gonna be everybody's trouble. But Jacob's trouble. This whole thing is still we the star of the show.
But this is going into what the reason I say it's Jacob's trouble, because this is going into the atrocities that in that time that's going to be committed against Jake, man.
Yeah.
You know, during the time of martial law, during the time of total destruction, because martial law, when it's implemented, it's not going to be called martial law. It's going to be called a state of an emergency, man. And when they come down, they're going to come down. They're going to kick people doors in 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when you least suspect it. You in your boxers, your wife in her 90s, or she's naked, whatever the case may be, man. You're going to be caught up, and you're going to be caught up in a bad situation, man, because they're going to snatch you up, beat the shit out you in your house, shoot your dog down, rape your woman in front of you, probably rape your daughters, and your daughters will look good. Probably rape your son, because Esau is a homosexual by nature, and they're going to, guess what? They're going to cut you off and separate you all and put you in different vans and cut you off to different concentration camps, man. Then they're going to feed you. They're going to, well, I mean feed you, they're going to give you they're going to give you an ultimatum. Either you're going to take this chip, or you see that guillotine, your head going to roll. So what is it going to be? And the majority, and the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans being led by your women, because most of these Negroes out here today, I'm saying most of the Jakes, I'm talking about Jakes, I'm talking about Judah on down to Issachar, you're tender dicks, man. Look up that terminology of a tender dick. Your women control your whole world. So what she says goes, man. And what she want to do, when she take the chip, you're going to follow suit, man. And that's something that Adolf Hitler said, man. You indoctrinate the woman, she therefore indoctrinate the kids, and if she have a weak husband, he's going to follow behind her. That was a tactic that Esau used, man. And Adolf Hitler put that in his book. He said, indoctrinate the woman. Therefore, she's going to indoctrinate the children, and if she have a weak husband, he's going to follow. Ain't that something?
Willie Lynch too, right?
And that's exactly, he probably got it from Willie Lynch.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's going to happen during the time. Because, you know, in these little times of sensitivity, like right now, you know how many men that's following behind a woman with this goddamn pagan festival, man? You know how many men is you know, it's doing something that they don't really want to do, but they doing it for the sake to keep peace with their woman, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, listen, man, if that's the case, man, you know, man, sometimes if she don't want to speak to me, bro, she don't have to speak to me, man. But guess what? I'm gonna do what I have to do, man, to maintain my salvation, man, and keep me in the good graces of the Most High. Because when a man ways pleases the Lord, even his enemies be at peace with him. That's all I'm going to say, man. So you got it.
I got something. This is 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation.
And this chosen generation is only for the elect right now. Because the elect is not indulging in this pagan festival that's on right now. We could be doing anything right now other than what we're doing right now. We could be doing anything in this society, doing anything on the day of this pagan, and the whole world's worshiping Christmas, man. This is not just an American thing. You got people in Russia, you got people in Australia, you got people throughout the four corners of the earth, man, worshiping Tammuz, man. Because who's in power? Esau, the so-called white man. So Esau is pushing this, man. You got people throughout the four corners of the earth, man. It showed this morning when I turned on the news, man. Different countries, people worshiping Tammuz, man. Giving it to this pagan festival that they call Christmas. Show you that these nations are bowing down. These nations are under the thumbnail of Esau, because this is white supremacy. When you got that white Jesus out there, people was bowing down to that, man. So this is white supremacy, not only for Jake, but for throughout the four corners of the earth. Because everybody that's indulging in this pagan festival that they call Christmas is bowing down to white supremacy and the white God, man, which don't exist, man. But this goes back deep, because this goes back to a black deity, a so-called black deity. But throughout the years, whoever's ruling, they changed the color of the gods, man. Yeah, bro. You got more?
Yeah.
All right.
A peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who had called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Hey, man, we are a peculiar people, man. I mean, a special people, man. And that's why the Most High, because we are a peculiar people, he gave us these laws, statutes, commandments, man, to go by, man. But our forefathers, man, and our forefathers come back in the spirit and come back in, reincarnation. If you can receive that, we were the ones that went off, man. And hence we in the situation we're in to this day, man. And we still are going off, but not the hopeful elect, because we learned the ways of the Most High. So we doing it. So we trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. But the 2/3 of our people, man, they going off totally, man.
That's right.
And these are the things that they are doing, man. And it's not going to stop until the Most High have it stop. As a scripture, it says, how long should they be blind? It says, until the Most High bring, I forgot, you know what that is, brother?
6, I believe.
Bring it up real quick, Babu Kashar.
Until the cities be wasted without inhabitants.
Yeah. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. The 2/3 you Negroes and Spanish Native Americans, they're not going to come back you're not going to come back to the ways of the Most High, man. You got to be destroyed, man. And how long they going to be blinded? We're going to bring it up right now.
Isaiah chapter 6, verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
How long? How long are these Negroes and Spanish Native Americans going to follow the ways of the heathen, man? Until the lands be desolate, man. Without an inhabitant, man. Till the houses be destroyed, man. And that's what's going to happen. We just read it in Isaiah, the 6th chapter, right? That was the 6th, right? You see what I'm saying? Showing you that the words of the Most High is going to stand sure, man.
That's right.
So what's going to happen is a lot of death and destruction is going to come, man. by the way of the Most High, using Esau, but on the left-hand side. Because guess what? The Most High works both sides of the spectrum. You can't get around this, man. You people have not a clue. Yeah, bro, you got.
Yeah, I got something real quick because this is the process that the Most High is going to finish, all right, leading up into that time. Acts 26, verse 17 and 18. Delivering thee from the people, all right, and from the Gentiles, unto whom now I send thee, which is the Israelite foreigners in this case, to open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light.
That's right.
All right? Turn the Israelites, all right, that don't know that they're Israelites, and that come back to the knowledge that they're Israelites.
Right.
All right? From the what? All right? From the forefathers of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12, the patriarchs, all right, of the nation of Israel. Okay? From, one second. And to open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light. Because they're right now in darkness.
That's right.
All right? What is darkness? The scriptures, the Spirit has been bringing out this point. All right? The darkness is dealing with this world, man. This world represents darkness because the prince of darkness is ruling it, man. And the scriptures speaks about the prince of darkness, man. All right, the god of this world. All right, which is Esau, Edom. All right.
Goddamn devils.
Yep. It says, and to turn them from darkness to light. All right. Who's the light? Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Bashmiah Shai. And from the power of Satan. See? This world has the power of Satan on it, man. All right. This Christmas is nothing but a spell to be under the power of Satan, the adversary. All right. You celebrating Christmas? All right. You under the power of Satan. You about to celebrate New Year's wholeheartedly? You under the power of Satan. You celebrate all of these so-called holidays? You're under the power of Satan. Satan got you, lock, stock, and barrel. You are a Satanist, and they got information and documentaries right on Netflix. You can watch this Netflix series or movie, I think it's called. It's called Hail Satan, bro. And they tell you in that shit right there that look, you don't have to say that. Oh, I worship Satan. All you got to do is just be a part of this world. In so many words. All you got to do is celebrate and do the things of the world, and you're going to be of Satan. This information through the Spirit is already out there.
Good. Because when you're a part of the world, man, you accept homosexuality, transgenderism. You accept lesbianism. You accept a woman usurping authority over a man.
Right.
You accept all these things, man. But why? Because you're a part of the world. So you've been programmed and groomed to accept it through gradualization, man. Because you don't, they just didn't toss it on you. It's been pushed throughout the years, man, to the point where you just succumb to it and now you accept it.
That's right.
Even though it's wrong.
And it's all in the system. They're putting everything in the system. In the cartoons, they ain't trying to indoctrinate you through everywhere. Anywhere they could think about, they bombarding us. But the Lord is pulling us out. You got to finish that, brother?
Nah, I ain't done yet.
Okay.
It ain't done yet.
Okay, come.
All right, and it says, and from the power of Satan unto the Most High, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. And that's what, through the Spirit, that's what this word is doing. This word is turning our people, all right, the elect, all right, from the power of this fucking darkness and this garbage that we've been taught all of our lives, into the truth, into the light, into what's really about to go on, what's really going on, and what's really about to happen, according to the prophecies. It says that they may receive forgiveness of sins, and damn it, we need that, man. Israel needs that, man. All right. See, you being under the power of Satan, you ain't getting no damn forgiveness of sins, man. You're going to die in your sins. Like Yahushua said to the wicked scribes and Pharisees. And here it is, they were supposed to be claiming to be righteous men. So check that out. And in inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. See, and this is Yahushua speaking to Paul before he was named Paul. He knocked him off the horse and he told Paul this, man. All right? So how real is that?
That's right.
Okay.
I got so like, let's go hand in hand what you're saying. Colossians chapter 1, verse 12. Giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. And that clarifies it, because when we came out of this filthy world, this world didn't give us, like the brother said, this world didn't give us nothing. It didn't guide us to getting the right things done. Every time you turn around, you was getting into something. But now, you understand all the things you got into was because you wasn't being guided correctly. And you have to be taught. You have to be taught by righteous men who have delivered us from the power of darkness and translated us into the kingdom of his dear son. And and like the brother said, and how that happened, this next part I'm going to tell you. In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sin. And that's what, like the brother said, damn it, we need that. We be so happy, the Wadi Yahweh the Wadi Yahweh for giving us his son Yahweh Shah. And making that mediator, that bridge.
Yeah, because when you're under the power of Satan, you're in sin, man.
That's right.
Like the scriptures say, you're the servant of sin. All right? Hey, man, I was thinking about this through the Spirit, because, like the scriptures say, as newborn babes receive you the milk of the word.
Yep.
Right? As newborn babes. Now, check out the analogy of a newborn baby. A newborn baby, all right, is in need of milk, right? But not only that, but if you don't feed the baby, what the baby going to do? It's going to cry and cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. And if you're not feeding the newborn babes, that baby's going to die, man.
That's right.
And even so, you got to pick up the baby, you got to comfort the baby and all of that, man. All right? Come on, man. So, see, that's why the Lord said, man, he that turneth, looketh back, all right? Turn of his hand, put his hand to the plow and look back, is not fit for the kingdom. Because here it is, the Most High said, to feed his lambs, feed his sheep, and they're babes, man. They got to be fed constantly. They got to be on that nipple. They got to be receiving this word so they can grow, man. And you not doing that, they're going to starve and die, man. You're heartless, man. You're a heartless asshole, man. Can't be heartless, man. You gotta be sincere about this, and that's the whole thing about it. All right? And through the Spirit, we telling our people, all right, those that don't know or that are coming to the knowledge, to learn not the ways, to get the hell about it. Telling you the origins, the real understanding, the spiritual understanding of what's really going on here. All right, all of this madness going on in this world is not good. It's wicked. It's against the Most High. All right, you want to get away from it. All right, you want to repent. All right, that's what you want to do. Go ahead.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. It says, I saw that 7, and the peace of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahushai.
Right.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure.
That's right, brother. That's one of my favorite scriptures, through the Spirit, man. All right, every time this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, through the grace and Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, it never fails, man.
No.
This word is pure. The scriptures say that. All right, this word is honest. All right, we denounce the ways of dishonesty. All right, this word is everything. Read that again.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. And the peace of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahushai. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest.
Yeah, this word is true. This word is honest. Go ahead.
Whatsoever things are just.
This word is just. Go ahead.
Whatsoever things are pure.
This word is pure. Go ahead.
Whatsoever things are lovely.
This word is lovely. Go ahead.
Whatsoever things are of good report.
This word is of good report.
That's right.
All right. Hey, it tells us this in Isaiah. It says, "Who have believed our report, man? Who have believed our report?" Right? Go ahead.
If there be any virtue, and
This word is full of virtue, man. It says what? This word says, "Ye have need of patience."
Mm-hmm.
And what is it saying of patience? Patience is a virtue.
That's right.
your
Go ahead.
patience possess ye your soul.
And your patience possess ye your souls. Go ahead.
And if there be any praise, think on these things.
Hey, man, Denounce all of the garbage that you've been doing in this world. Forsake it. Unlearn it. All right? Unlearn it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a saying that Socrates said. He said the true wisdom, real wisdom is knowing that you know nothing, man. All right? So you gotta unlearn. We had to unlearn all of the bullshit that we was learning.
That's right.
That's why we came to the knowledge and understanding of these wicked holidays, or as the world call them, as Christmas and different other holidays, man.
That's right.
All right, because we unlearn that shit. Like, oh, that shit is off. I'm not fucking doing that shit no more. That shit ain't right.
Nope.
That shit's against the Most High.
That's right.
I don't want to do that no more. You see, and that's what we imparting unto y'all. The same thing. All right. Because it's what? It's just, it's true, it's honest, it's lovely, it's pure. Ain't nothing true, just, honest, lovely, pure about this damn world. This world is filth, man. See?
Any man can see that. That's
right,
the
brother.
Most High upon them. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Most High is dealing with them spiritually. Any man can see that. Look what's going on, man.
Yeah, man.
It says, those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do. And the power of peace, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua HaMashiach, shall be with you.
That's right.
Hey, that's right, man. All right? You got it, Judah.
Hey, you know, that's it, man. You know, anybody else got anything else?
Nah, we wind it down.
You know, you got something real quick? Bring it out.
This is the book of John, chapter 16, verse 1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended.
Right.
Verse.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man, because this world is offended at the truth. Well, in particular Esau. Esau runs the world. And what is he saying? Oh, the black Hebrew Israelites, they're a fringe group, a fringe hate group. You know, slander and lies, man. You know, they had something to do with the Jersey City massacre, whatever the hell they want to call it, Jersey City shooting or whatever. All right, see, they're offended.
But Esau himself was hating for centuries, man.
Yeah.
He been hating for centuries, going back to Antiochus, the Antiochus, you know, Antiochus the Fourth, during the Hellenization of the Israelites. They've been hating from then and up until now, man. And their hatred has grown crueler and crueler and crueler throughout the centuries, man. So what they mean a hate group? They're a hate nation, but they're not going to let you know that, man, because they got you under their spell, which is that witchcraft through their media, you know.
That's right. And they also, another thing too, brother, that's true. There's also fear too, man.
Yeah.
All right? See, that's another thing, man. You jakes, a lot of you jakes out there, you fear this devil, man. I mean, you fear him like he's God, man.
Because they
Because
worship.
you got that complex that these Edomites are God. All right? Because of what? It goes back to slavery, but it also goes back to your warped mind, how the Most High gave you delusions, man.
Yeah.
How he's not dealing with you. That's why the scriptures say he didn't give us the spirit of fear. We don't fear these damn devils because we know exactly who these damn devils are. They're the same devils, the same people that's been oppressing us for since the ancient world, man.
It ain't going to stop until the Most High comes.
That's right. You said it, bro. So that's another thing, man. You know, that fear. You know, you niggas, you fear this damn devil, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 16, verse 2. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Yahweh's service.
Yeah, and that's dealing with them wicked Jews, man. That's dealing with the wicked Jews. Because you got to remember what Yahweh said to Pilate. He said, this kingdom, if this is my kingdom, my servants will fight. But now I'm going to be delivered unto the Jews that don't want nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And who's going to turn most of us over to Esau, the so-called white man? Our own
fucking
people,
niggas, man.
Our own people, man. Hey, case in point, at the camp the other day, about a week, 2 weeks ago, yo, it was a Jake, you know, a nigga that called Jake on us, know what I mean? But guess what? I mean, Jake, I'm talking about police, man, but guess what? They were Jakes, man.
Yeah.
They were Jakes. The Jake calling Jake on us, man. Esau, he thought he was calling Esau, but 2 Jakes came, and then they said, listen, I watched them point to them like, yo. Then, you know, you was there, right?
Yep.
we actually watched that Jake point to us, and then Jakes came out, which is the police, and they was like, yo, they was speaking kindly to me, man. Because I approached them, and they was like, they was like, let's go across the street, man. Let's move across the street. Because I asked them, can I go down the block? I said, no, they study properly. Let's go across the street, but they have nothing to say about it. They stood there and watched us for like about 10, 20 minutes, and they broke out, man. Showing you, man.
That shit.
Showing you. When a man ways pleases the Lord, even his enemies will be at peace with him. And that dude came at us to try to get us locked up because of that was right around the time when this happened with the Jersey shooting. A week later, that Saturday, happened the 10th, that Saturday, we went out there, he did that. And guess what? He called the police, and police is our natural enemy, but guess what? The Most High sent some humble Jakes that was, reading the Bible, okay, okay, now let's go across the street.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So we was so that little problem was quelled quickly, man.
That's right, bro.
But guess what, man? That's just an example of how what's going to happen when during the time of when persecution come on a high level. Right. You're gonna have Jake selling us out, man, hardcore, man. Even our own family was gonna be selling us out, man, to save face with these Edomites, man. Yeah. So we're in that time, man. So be prepared, man, because death and destruction is coming, man. Death and destruction and deliverance is coming. And I've been saying that the 3 Ds, death, destruction, and deliverance is coming, man.
That's that coin.
But you people, you have not a clue what's going on. You're in a time of mirth, a delusional time of mirth, man. You're delusional. Because we're not in a time of mirth. Look what's going on throughout the 4 corners of the earth.
Oh, shit.
Is anybody mourning? Whether is anybody rejoicing? Or is everybody with the 4 corners of the earth mourning, man? Because the wicked is bearing rule.
I just got a quick one on that point, bro.
Come on.
A quick one, because this fits right in with it. Right here. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Finish that out, brother. Finish that out.
This is the book of John, chapter 16, verse 3. And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. So
here it is, bro.
That was it, man.
Hey, man, hey. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. But they that love the world, the love of the Father is not in them.
That's right.
Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 14, 27 and 28. Now listen closely. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies.
And they mad. And they murder. I'm saying the time of they mirth, man. Y'all madly giving it to these idols. Y'all madly giving it to homosexuality. Y'all just in a time of all rejoicing, man. We not in a time of rejoicing. So read it again, Bible Kushar.
Or either they are mad when they be merry.
Even they are mad when they be merry. Because you
meaning they bugged out of
you're
your mind.
You're mad, man. You got the plague of the heart.
Yeah.
But you think it's in the time of mirth, man. But you really don't have a clue. Because the Most High blind you. The Most High put that dumb spirit on you, man.
Or prophesy lies, or live unjustly. Or
prophesize lies. Because you got people out there that call themselves Israelites are prophesying lies, man. And you got men out there that's a part of the 2/3 that's living unjustly, man. Committing adultery, gang banging, selling drugs, doing that which is not right, doing that which is not seemly to the Most High, being homosexuals and lesbians. You're living unjustly, man. And for all that, you're going to pay. Yeah, bro.
Or else lightly forswear themselves, for in so much as their trust is in idols, which have no life, it reminds us of that tree again.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Though they swear falsely, yet they look not to be hurt.
Hey, man, y'all going to be hurt hardcore, man.
You're going to get hurt real bad.
That's right. You're going to be busted up real bad, man. That's right.
Verse 30. Howbeit, for both causes shall they be justly punished.
For both causes shall be justly punished. That's that death and destruction. And you're going to behold the sons of the Most High, that's a part of the elect being beamed up and being delivered while you being destroyed, man.
Both because they thought not well of the Most High, giving heed unto idols, and also unjustly swore in deceit, despising holiness.
Man. And right now, we're not in a time of holiness. This is a pagan festival, a demonic pagan festival, man. That you're under the vibration of it, man. My families, your families, everybody, the strangers, they all out there under that demonic vibration of they think they're in a time of mirth. Enjoy your be a holly jolly Christmas. Whatever the fuck they be saying, man. That shit was blasting out there, man, all last night, man. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Last night shit, man. Fuck.
Crazy shit, right?
Folly is set a great dignity.
Yeah.
For it is not the power of them by whom they swear, but it is the just vengeance of sinners.
Just vengeance of sinners, man.
That punisheth always the offense of the ungodly.
Huh.
I think that's a good scripture to end
Hey,
on.
man. With that being said right there, man, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash.
And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you Akim out there that's pushing the word of truth and sincerity. Hey, man, don't be worshiping this pagan festival, man. You know? You've been born. Shalom.
Shalom to the elect, man.
Shalom to the elect.
Shalom. May you have a terrible Christmas.